backyard of somebody, and if you want to get unnerved, try going out in the morning and seeing tiger tracks going through your backyard. And you know, there's nothing worse for a tiger population than to have something like this happen, where a dog gets killed, or a cow, or the occasional person gets killed. It is incredibly damaging to your efforts to get local support. And so we work very closely with the government. We have the only team that really has the capacity to safely capture and handle tigers because of our research program. And so when these situations come up, like this situation where a large male was captured in a poacher's snare, we're able to go in there, immobilize this animal, and release this animal back into the wild. And so people have given this picture different names, but I just call this success, because you can see the fear and the anger and the desperation in this animal, but this animal has a second chance, and I'm really happy that we're able to give these animals a second chance. And he went on to live a happy life for quite a number of years after that. The last thing I want to talk about very briefly is about disease, because starting in 2002, we started to see some very bizarre phenomenon. We had tigers coming out onto the main highway and stopping traffic. You can see this tiger on YouTube. It's amazing, just walking around like a domestic cat. This animal walked into a little village and was making friends with the local truck drivers. This animal came into our hands, and this was the first animal that came into our hands in 2002. All of these animals appeared as domestic house pets, and all of them died within 2 weeks to 2 months after they first walked into these villages or walked onto these roads. It took us many, many years to get the samples, we needed to figure out what the situation is. But just this summer, we have identified the disease as distemper, canine distemper. And now we are concerned about this situation, but now we know what the issue is. And one of the issues that we were concerned about is that in Russia there's a fair number of veterinarians, but they're household veterinarians who know how to deal with dogs and cats. There are no wildlife vets essentially across all of Russia. And so just a couple weeks ago, we finished one of our exchange programs where we brought Russian vets to our lab in the Bronx Zoo in New York and started working with them to teach them how to get engaged with wildlife health issues. And we're in the process of creating a laboratory in the Far East where they can do diagnostics for wildlife, and we can start to get a handle on the disease issue, because this is very much a white elephant in the room. If we can resolve the human conflicts, there may still be disease issues that we have to address. But I want to return to this point that the overwhelming